Hello, my name is Antoine Gray. I'm VP of Technical Operations here at NetX Information Systems. And in this video, we will discuss the steps of upgrading your SimpleHelp server. Steps are as follows. Download the SimpleHelp installer for the latest version. You can do this by going to simple-help.com/downloads and choosing the appropriate installer for your SimpleHelp server. You'll then back up your configurations. These configurations consist of not only the settings within SimpleHelp, but also any toolbox items, any recordings, history, etc. Then ensure all of your consoles are closed. Run the installer against your SimpleHelp server. In this particular video, we will use a Windows server. Lastly, after opening your console, which updates automatically, we'll then update our clients. You simply select your clients within the console and click the auto restart button. This restarts the remote access service on the remote clients, which is the SimpleHelp agent service. This is non-disruptive to your end users and completely transparent. So let's begin. Okay, so now we will go ahead and start the SimpleHelp update. As you can see here, I have already navigated to the SimpleHelp download site that I was mentioning in the PowerPoint presentation, and I've already taken the liberty to start the download, and it has actually completed. So I'll actually run the installation here in just a moment. But one thing I'd like to point out is at the download site, SimpleHelp does have the release notes for the latest version, and I would recommend, staying up to date with the versions of SimpleHelp. As I click on the release notes here, let me just close that guy there. I can see that in this 5.2.6 version of the software, there have been quite a few bug fixes. You also have the ability to see what the previous version brought forth as in the case of bug fixes as well. So you'll notice here quite a few bug fixes, some minor improvements, as well as feature enhancements in this particular version 5.2.6. So I'm going to just go ahead and minimize this page as we may come back to it. You'll notice also I have my SimpleHelp console already open, and you'll notice that the version that we are currently on in the lab environment is 5.2.3. So we're going to be upgrading from 5.2.3 to 5.2.6. The advantage of the SimpleHelp upgrades is that you don't have to step these upgrades. You can just simply perform an in-place upgrade from any of the previous versions to the latest version. It's quick, it's easy, and you'll see that in this particular video. Also, I would like for you to note the time because that will give you some idea of approximately how long this process is going to take. Now, as we mentioned in the video, in the first portion of the video, one of the next things that we're going to do is to actually go ahead and navigate over to the administration tab, and we will back up our configuration. Now, your tabs may show the full name or just the icons, depending on whether you've previously collapsed and then re-expanded your console. Mine has been collapsed, so we're currently only seeing the icon. So just navigate over to the sprocket type of icon here, which is the administration tab, and we're going to go ahead and back up our configurations, and we'll select the backup button here, and I'm just going to save this to our desktop in this particular instance. So the backup will only take a couple of minutes to actually complete, and once that particular process has been completed, we'll go ahead and move forth with the actual upgrade. So now that I have my backup, it shows that it has created the zip file. I can go ahead and close my console. Here's my backup file. I'll go ahead and just double click on that backup file. Notice it basically backs up your configuration folder. Inside of your configuration folder is all of your configuration data, any toolbox items, any recordings that you may have, as well as your history, is all contained within that backup folder. So now that I've done that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is go to my downloads, which is where I save my installer, and I'm going to just go ahead and double click to run. And I'll run that installer. Let's close that Explorer window. And I'll next, I agree, install. And what we'll see here is the installation process. Again, really quick, easy installation, just a couple of clicks, and then we wait until the installer is done. Again, I'd like to urge that you stay on top of your updates. If you receive that little notification in the upper right hand corner of your SimpleHelp console, it will let you know that there is an update available. I would at a minimum go out and take a look at the download site to see what improvements have been made in that particular update. This should finish here in just a moment. Ordinarily we time-lapse this, but I'm going to just go ahead and leave this window up so that we can watch the clock there. Okay, we're getting close to done. Also, it is important to understand that an update does not require that you recycle the operating system of your SimpleHelp server. I mean, you can if you'd like. If your SimpleHelp server has been up and running for quite a while, you could take this opportunity to refresh the OS from a reboot perspective if you'd like. But again, it is not necessary. So almost done here. And almost getting close. Voila, we're done. Setup was successful. That's what we want to see. We'll go ahead and click the close button at this point. Now, I'll go ahead and it's going to launch the local web page, and that's how you know that the services have been recycled and your SimpleHelp server is ready for business. So I'll go ahead and minimize this again, and I'm going to go ahead and launch my Technician console. Okay. Notice the Technician console, it goes through a quick update. Any deployed consoles will automatically update. So again, it makes that particular process really simple. This happens when your techs load their console for the first time after the update has been completed. Now, I'll go ahead and log in as my SimpleHelp admin. So I'm taking advantage of the new feature within the latest versions of SimpleHelp that allows me to actually create a machine property, and I'm storing my password here in a secured manner, so I can just highlight it and click on it and click login. Okay. You'll notice also at this particular point my tabs are expanded so you can actually see the names. I'll navigate over to administration. You'll notice here I'm at 5.2.6. I'll go to my access tab. Notice I have my machines here that show a restart is required. Anytime we update the server, the agents will need to be updated as well. So I'll go ahead and highlight the different agents within my console, and I have actually two agents, an agent that points to two different SimpleHelp servers on my test SimpleHelp server here. With the later versions of the SimpleHelp tool, you can actually have an agent reporting to two different servers. So I want to go ahead and let's highlight all of my machines. Okay. Well, I'll just go with the two here. You may want to navigate the upgrade in a more controlled manner. You can do groups of machines or all machines at once. Again, this Cloud SH is actually the server that I'm on. So this will give you the opportunity to see that this process is non-disruptive. So I'm going to go ahead and click the auto restart button. And once I do that, the agents will go offline for just a moment, and they will return. Once they return to the whether blue or green color, your agents have been updated and are ready for business. Okay, so you'll notice that the Cloud SH agent is back online. The Linux agent is taking a little more time. This particular system is actually located in Azure, so we'll go ahead and let that tick along. I'll go ahead and just select a couple more to upgrade. Again, you don't have to do them all at once, but you'd want to ensure that they are all done so that your technicians can then go ahead and manage those devices. So you'll notice the Linux machine has now gone offline and will come back online shortly, just as the Cloud SH system has done, which is the system that we're currently on. So again, proof in the pudding here. I'll go ahead and perform that on this last machine. If you only select one machine at a time, let's say for instance you wanted to, before updating all of the devices in your environment, you as the administrator wanted to just simply update the agent on your system first, then you just simply highlight your system, click the configuration sprocket, and select the auto restart. Okay. Once you do that, again, it will follow the same processes as we've seen with these other machines. So you'll notice now that many of the machines are already back online and ready to start working. So again, really quick, really easy. I'll grab this last one, and I'll go back now to the Cloud SH since that one has already completed, and I'll select my information icon here. And if I scroll down to the bottom, notice it says the service version is 5.2.6, so it matches my console version. If I select this particular system, well, it is already in its upgrade process. Oh, nope, no, it doesn't. Here we go. So 5.2.3. So you can see your agent versions down below. That's it. That's all it takes to upgrade your SimpleHelp server from any previous versions to the latest versions. And I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.